welcome my students, welcome to my today's topic. Today our topic is Entrepreneurial Skills Part 1. So in these lessons we will basically cover about the roles of entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial process, then skills, then types of business, then we will learn about community business activities, then we will have the differences between different types of characteristics of entrepreneurship, then EDP Entrepreneurship Development Program, and then we will learn about rewards of it and scope of it in India. Okay. So the first question comes into our mind that what is an enterprise? Okay. So an enterprise can be defined as the entity, organizations or undertaking that is formed for commercial purposes or business ventures. Okay, so the main purpose of an enterprise is to provide goods and services while considering financial, commercial and industrial aspects. Okay, so it basically comprises people and physical assets with a common objectives of generating profits. Okay. So here the term is entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is a person who starts an enterprise and is involved with the operations of the business. Okay. So entrepreneurship can be defined as a process of organizing and managing a business venture together with the risks involved in it. So the process involves creating and implementing new ideas and creating solutions. However, the success or failure of an enterprise depends on the efficiency of the entrepreneur. Okay. So an entrepreneur needs to be focused on adapting himself according to the change taking place in the national economy, industries and markets. Okay. So we will learn in session 1 the roles of entrepreneurship. The roles of entrepreneurships, like it increases the productivity through technical and other innovative approaches. Okay. It creates the employment opportunities. It creates basically the employment opportunities by forming new enterprises. It aids the transfer of technology. It plays a strategic role in commercializing new products and inventions. It aids the effective utilizations of resources. Another one, you can say that it enhances the living standards of people. It helps in transforming the economy. It drives the industries forward by bringing an innovative products. And also you can say that it creates new markets and enable expansion into global markets. Okay. So now we will learn about entrepreneurial process. So as you can see here, the diagram here. So an entrepreneurship uses the market opportunities to produce innovative goods and services. So once the enterprise gets established, the entire entrepreneurial process effectively becomes a recurring process of opportunities. So it basically involves judicious allocation of scarce resources to pursue the value adding opportunities. So here we are having the 6 steps in this figure for the entrepreneurial process. Number 1 is deciding to become an entrepreneur. Okay. So in this stage, the entrepreneur decides to start his own enterprise. The desire to become an entrepreneur may be triggered by any of the factors. Okay. The factors may be surfacing of an innovative idea backed by the ability to start business, or you can say that inheriting wealth or skills to establish an enterprise and prevailing problems in the existing jobs, or you can say that willing to become one's own business and realizing the need of earning money. Next one is identifying and evaluating the opportunities. In this stage, the entrepreneur identifies the prospective opportunities. Okay. Now, the third stage is developing a business plan. So, in order to effectively utilize the identified opportunity, a proper business plan is required. Then, determining the required resources. Here, it involves determining the resources required to meet the identified opportunity. Then is converting the idea to an enterprise. So, in this step, the entrepreneur develops his own enterprise to execute the identified opportunity. And last one is managing and growing the enterprise. So, finally, once the resources are acquired, the entrepreneur uses them efficiently to carry out the business plan successfully. Okay. So, this is the entrepreneurial process. Then we will be talking about the skills in session 3, entrepreneurial skills. So, the success or failure of an enterprise depends on the efficiency of an entrepreneur who is involved in formulating and implementing a business plan and managing resources. So, here we can talk about different you can say that different characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. Number 1, that is creativity. So, it refers to the ability of an entrepreneur to bring out the new ways to run a business. Then innovation, it refers to ability of an entrepreneur to provide things in a novel manner or good manner. Then dynamism, that means a successful entrepreneur should strive to bring dynamic things to the industries and markets by transforming a new idea into a successful innovations. Then risk taking and decision making ability. So, it refers to the capability of entrepreneurs to make decisions under uncertain conditions. So, you have to be ready every time, okay, and you should take risks whatever may be happen in the business. Next is time management. It refers to the entrepreneur's ability to manage the time efficiently. Okay. Next, we can say about self motivations, okay, self confidence, okay, persistence. Then persistence means you can say that we have to keep focusing on a particular goal until it is achieved. Okay. Then you have to be problem solving. Okay. Then you need some flexibility in the business. You need a proper vision. You need quality leadership, and also you need technical knowledge. Okay. So, technical knowledge is very much important in the enterprise. Got it? Because you have to know how to what are the procedures to complete this production in the business. Okay. Okay. So, all the next factors are there: self motivation, self confidence, persistence, problem solving, flexibility, vision, leadership, and technical knowledge. Next, we will learn about the functions of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur takes risks and organizations resources to establish and operate his enterprise. He identifies the existing market opportunities, analyzes the uncertainties involved, and performs the promotional activity to launch the enterprise. Okay. So, some of the functions of an entrepreneur are described like: number 1 is idea generations. Okay. So, here we have to choose the most appropriate business opportunity and transform that opportunity or idea into a successful business venture. Then promotion, it involves promoting the enterprise attracting the investors, okay, expanding the existing enterprise and merging two or more enterprises. Next, it is risk and uncertainty bearing. So, in this point it focus on that an entrepreneur requires to take risks in forming a new enterprise, and also you have to be aware of any losses due to the adverse conditions. Next one is arranging finance. So, it involves in arranging finance for establishing the enterprise. Then staffing. Okay. So, staffing signifies that an entrepreneur requires employing individuals with the required skill sets for carrying out the various organizational functions effectively. Okay. So, all these are the functions of an entrepreneur. Next, we will learn about types of entrepreneurs. So, an entrepreneur plays a key role in the successful operations of a business. Okay. So, the entrepreneurs can be classified as shown in this figure on the basis of functional characteristics. Here we can have innovative entrepreneurs, like these are the entrepreneurs who regularly intend to bring new products in the market, like new technology. Okay. Next, you can say imitative entrepreneurs, okay, who imitate approaches and technologies innovated by others to begin their own business. And then Fabian entrepreneurs. Fabian entrepreneurs are those who are cautious and skeptic about bringing any change in their modus operation or enterprisation. Okay. And last one is drone entrepreneurs. Got it? So, all these are under functional characteristics, based on the functional characteristics. Next, we will learn about on the basis of the nature of the business. Number one is next one is manufacturing entrepreneurs. These are the entrepreneurs who manufacture goods, mobilize resources and supplies to sell those products. Okay. Then service entrepreneurs, like software installation service. Okay. Then trade, or you can say trading entrepreneurs, who carry out the trading activities only. Private entrepreneurs, these are the entrepreneurs who establish and operate private enterprise without any government control. Okay. Then state or public entrepreneurs, who are associated with the enterprises with owned and controlled by the state government. Okay. They work for public interest. Then joint entrepreneurs, who form and operate the enterprises in the partnership or involving two or more persons to invest or manage the organizations with equal rights. Okay. Then we will learn about the based on the development angle. So, under this category we are having like large scale enterprises, okay, who carry out the entrepreneurial activities at a large scale. Then small scale entrepreneurs, they are confined to local markets only. Then satellites, who start as suppliers and move towards a productive enterprise. And then managers, okay, who do not initiate expansion and are satisfied in managing and keeping business in operation. Okay. And last of all, it will be minor innovators. These are the entrepreneurs who participate in the economic growth by efficiently utilizing the existing resources. Okay. Next, we will learn about on the basics of personality traits. Okay. So, under this, number one, you can say advisors, who offers a great degree of advice and help to the customers. Okay. Next, administrators or organizer, these are the entrepreneurs who manage different events and processes. For instance, you can say managers, accountants, data operators. Okay. Next, you can say builders or creators who are involved in building or creating works. Next, communicators or trainers who offer information services. Then caretakers, okay, like security guards, escorts. Okay. Then entertainer, host who associate themselves with the people and are involved in the hospitality or service industries, like you can say hairdressers. Okay. Next, investors, owners who invest money to generate profits. Next, sellers who make profits through commissions obtained by customer purchases. Okay, like salesmen, brokers, insurance agents, property dealers. And last one is technologists who offers technological service like software development and engineers. Okay. Next, we will learn about type of business. So, a business entity can be defined as an organization that utilizes economic resource or inputs to make goods or services available to the customers, either in exchange of money or different types of goods and services. Number 1 is service business. It is a type of business in which intangible products are provided. Tangible products do not have any physical existence. Okay. Then merchandising business. It is a type of business in which the products are bought at wholesale prices and are sold at retail prices. Okay. Also, this business is also called like buy and sell business. Then manufacturing business. In this type of business, different types of products are bought to use them as material for creating a new product. And last one is hybrid business. In this type, the companies are involved in more than one type of business. Like if you take the example, you can take the example of a restaurant that makes a fine meal by using raw materials and also involves in selling different things to the customers. Okay. Next is community business activities. So, what is community business activities? A community business is set up by the communities facing challenges together in developing business. Some examples like you can say shops, call centers, farms. Okay. So, the profit generated by the community business creates a positive impact over the whole community and boosts the local economy. So, this profit amount is further used for the development of the local area. Some key features of the community business like locally rooted. The community business is rooted in a specific geographical location and works for its betterment. Number 2 is trading for the benefit of the local community. The community business is set up with the intention to share profit among the communities involving the trades. Next one is accountable to the local community. The community business is strictly accountable for the benefit of the local people, that is accountable to the local community. And last one is broad community impact. The community business benefits and impacts the whole local community. Okay. So, it has the impact on a broad sense in the community. This is the community business activities. Now, in this lesson we learn about distinguished characteristics of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship enables creations of employment opportunities, earning foreign exchange, that means foreign money, and enhancing the income of a country. It increases the income of a country. So, the development of entrepreneurship needs proper attention and supervision by the entrepreneur. So, some distinguished characteristics of an entrepreneurship like economic and dynamic activity. Here in this point we can say that it is not wrong to say that entrepreneurship is an economic activity as it emphasizes on the development and operation of an enterprise with the intention of value or wealth creation. Okay. So, therefore, entrepreneurship is also known as the dynamic activity. Next one is related to innovation. An entrepreneur always remains in search of new ideas, that is related to innovation. Next one is profit potential. In entrepreneurship, profit potential is the ability of an entrepreneur through which he develops an idea into a concrete business venture. And last one is risk bearing, the core of entrepreneurship that lies in the assumptions of risk appearance while implementing the new thoughts in business. Okay. So, all these are the distinguished characteristics of an entrepreneurship. Next we will learn about the EDP, that is essential, we will learn here the essential characteristics EDP also. So, EDP is Entrepreneurship Development Program. Okay. So, it was actually designed to promote small enterprises, that means small business, okay, small businesses by identifying and training the prospective entrepreneurs. Okay. So, it was designed as a unique integrated approach for providing instructions and counseling from the selection stage to main operation process. So, it focuses more on enhancement in operations than academic training to the to meet certain requirement for the participants. Some essential characteristics of entrepreneurship development program are motivation. Okay. So, entrepreneurs need to be motivated every time to carry out the specific tasks, then provide opportunities. EDP provides opportunities for the potential entrepreneurs to enhance their knowledge and skills required for the effective functioning of an enterprise. Next is purpose of developing the first generation entrepreneurs. Okay. So, EDP helps here to ensure the development of the first generation entrepreneurs who fail to achieve the desired goal. Okay. Next one is key tool for HR development. EDP is an essential tool for HR development. HR means human resource development. As such, program develop in directing excess manpower towards self-employment. Next one is primary focus. The primary focus of EDP is to minimize unemployment and enhance industrial development. Okay. Next is target for preparing entrepreneurs. EDP is designed especially for preparing entrepreneurs. That means it has the target of preparing entrepreneurs. Next one, assistance to the potential entrepreneurs. Every potential entrepreneur gets a viable industrial project and receives all the necessary financial, infrastructural and associate assistance. Okay. So, next one is subsidized training cost. EDP ensures that the prospective entrepreneurs receive effective training at low cost and minimum token fee. Next one is use of trained and professional instructors. EDP, that means Entrepreneurship Development Program, involves well trained and experienced personnel. And last of all is a process. So, EDP is a continuous process that is mainly classified into 3 steps. Number 1 is pre-training, number 1 is pre-training, next one is training, and number 3 is post training activities. Okay. Next we are discussing about steps in EDP process. So here we have learned EDP is a continuous process of getting the entrepreneurial skills needed for establishing and operating business enterprises. So here you can see the figure. The description of EDP process are: the first one is pre-training. These steps involves building a suitable environment for training. Next is training. This is the most essential step in this process. It involves the development of actual training. Okay. And last one is post training. The final step involves the support of the establishment of the business enterprise. Okay. It comprises the raw materials, machinery, finance, infrastructure, like everything. Okay. This type. Next we will learn about the issues in EDPs. A proper direction is required to obtain the maximum benefit from EDPs and ensure that the industrialization of the underdeveloped region is attained. Okay. So there are issues with the uneven distributions of EDPs in various regions. Okay. Some key issues that require urgent attentions. Number 1 is structure and composition of EDPs, operational areas, fixing priorities, method of financing. Next, spatial dispersal of EDPs. Next, training of participants, and last of all it is follow up. Okay. So there is a lack of innovation depicted by the supporting organizations and agencies. Okay. Past records indicate the failure of numerous EDPs due to insufficient investment by the participating establishments. Incompetence and poor management also contribute to the failure of EDPs. Lack of involvement with regard to marketing of products to the enterprise also posed problems. Inefficient planning with regard to training methodology, inconsistent program design, lack of clarity of content, okay, contribute to the failure of EDPs. Also we can say lack of proper industrial commercial environment together with poor access to the information technology has enhanced the operational issues with EDPs. Okay. So all these are the great issues in or problems in EDPs. Next we will learn about all these are the lacks or problems in EDPs. Next we will learn about rewards of entrepreneurship. So here in this section, an entire team of individuals along with the entrepreneur contributes equally to the success of an enterprise. Okay. So some rewards or advantages of being an entrepreneur like as follows. An entrepreneur is his own boss. Therefore, being a boss, he remains involved in the activities from the beginning of the project till its end. It gives him a huge self-satisfaction as he has taken all the decisions himself throughout the project. Okay. An entrepreneur does not have a stipulated income and his salary is dependent on the performance of the enterprise. An entrepreneur can experiment with new ideas to deal with the advancement in the society. Okay. So an entrepreneur is the owner of an enterprise. Hence, he has to deal with all the risks and uncertainties in the business. He can take his own decisions to deal with the risks and uncertainties. Ultimately, we can say that an entrepreneur becomes a good decision maker. Okay. And entrepreneur can set his own schedule according to his personal priorities. Got it? So nobody in the company can question him about his coming late to office or leaving early from office. Next, in session 9 we will learn about scope of entrepreneurship in India. So entrepreneurship relates to establishing small enterprises. In India, the potential entrepreneurs possess dynamic confidence and vision to establish small enterprises. The Indian government, after realizing this has started offering all the necessary facilities and incentives to the potential entrepreneurs. So here the scope of entrepreneurship in India is enhanced with the help of institutions like IDBI Bank, Industrial Development Bank of India, SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. Okay. So the government has started offering various incentives and concessions which comprise capital subsidy, marketing facilities and technical know-how, okay, etc. After the formation of the Industrial Financial Corporations of India by the central government, various state governments have started their own financial corporations. Okay. So these corporations aim to help the entrepreneurs in acquiring finance and offering the required technical facility. Got it? So here already you have learned about all the banks, okay, and some of these financial institutions have even started offering venture capital to the prospective entrepreneurs. Okay. So some well known examples of the successful entrepreneur are M.N. Narayan Murthy of Infosys Technologies, Shiv Nadar of HCL Technologies, Dhirubhai Ambani who established Reliance Industries. Okay. Got it? So it was about the scope of the entrepreneurship in India. So in these lessons I have tried to cover all the basic objectives or basic terms, okay, basic important factors. Okay, so learn well. If you have any doubts at any time, recap it again, watch it again. Okay, thank you.